My God, Fear's playing it. We're in the game, and we'll see how EG pans out with this one. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this draft from Evil Geniuses in comparison to M5.
No.
I just think M5's draft's a bit more solid. I like the idea for Evil Geniuses, and I like the fact that Arteezy is on Razor because he wins a lot. I mean that's a good high win rate for him. Is this the set? Is this the... No, it's a different set. Oh, unfortunate. But yeah, Core Ogre, certainly an exciting prospect here, and it looks like they might go aggro trialing with the Universe. Universe
sure.
Sven.
I mean, are you serious? PPD, Lich, Fear, Ogre, and Universe Sven in a tri lane? That's scary stupid. Now, Fear, of course, I got a little overexcited there. Again, EG does swap roles out. Fear had a period of time where he played support last year with the old EG roster, and their results weren't necessarily what they wanted, but he played support very, very well. He had some Nyx Assassin and Rubik games that I still remember. So there's not necessarily a core Ogre Magi, but still, we should get to see some fireworks.
Yeah, this will be... They're going to run this aggro tri-lane, or maybe a dual lane. I'm not sure. They have Fear who's roaming around. He has boots, and it looks like he's heading to the top rune spot just to make sure Zai can get his block off. Zai's clockwork I've seen in person. It's quite good. It's a lot better than Universe's. No offense to Universe. I mean, he's pretty good. He's a pretty damn good player, but double damage rune. Oh no. Oh god. If Universe is able to get this double damage involved, they can easily get an early kill here. Against Viper, even if he goes for level 1 corrosive skin, there still is the potential for him to go down. They do have Kingar with telekinesis, but I don't know if this is going to go well for M5 at the start of this game. And it looks like it will be dual lanes coming out from EG. So
yeah, I'm not surprised to see this. I think you're going to start seeing dual lanes make a little bit of a return, and not necessarily because I think dual lanes are OP or anything, but just because of the flexibility that the current meta lends you.
Yeah. 40 seconds in, and already Universe is just getting a lot of room to work with. Top lane, it's 2-1-2 right now for Zai and Fear. They have Ignite level 1. They're actually just right-clicking down front. He'll just back away. And they're getting away with this 2-1-2 because you have the Enigma in the jungle, and that's not a huge surprise. And they're not really doing anything to stop him. They're not concerned about PGG in the jungle currently.
And it's not just in the jungle, okay? It's part of the reason that you can run these dual lanes is the Ogre. He is just so tanky early in the game and able to trade so effectively. And this Ignite is tremendously mana efficient for the harass early on.
Yeah, it's really solid, even at level 1. You'll probably see Fear get it to level 2 before they really start, maxing out Fire Blast and getting Bloodlust levels, but that shouldn't be a huge surprise. One thing I'm worried about is with the dual lane, your Clockwork's not going to get as much experience, although they are pulling, so Zai should be just fine. For M5, they're doing the same thing down bottom. They're pulling and trying to get Blow Your Brains to farm, and this is a hero I really want to see Blow Your Brain on, because it's a less of a kind of late game hero that they played, and more of a let's fight early, which I think they really want to have Blow Your Brain do. They want to have him fight early and often. So,
no, it's definitely a hero. This is what I was talking about, addressing some of those deficiencies via the draft. Maybe a little action down here if King R gets a little too far out.
Yeah, you see
look at that Warcry though.
I mean, that's Warcry and boots. Universe literally is just the fastest man alive, so they can't do anything about that. He'll walk back to lane. He'll continue to get CS. He's leading the farm, unsurprisingly. Mid lane is going pretty well in favor of, well, it's pretty even, but...
Yeah, but this could be really, really bad here in a second, because I feel like Fear, if Vigas gets forward at all in lane here, Fear has this kill whenever he wants it. I mean, they know he's gone.
They have no Observer, that's the thing, but I don't know if they really need it. The problem is going up against Vigas, although he doesn't have boots yet. He's still pretty quick. However, no boots early on. Vigas could get caught out. Fire Blast is going to go. Arteezy running up level 2 statically. I don't know if this is enough damage. They might dive it. They have Plasma Field. That'll give them mid vision as well. And Arteezy will get the first blood. Taking damage to the tower. Arteezy will take a hit or two, I believe, as well. But I'm sure he's got a bottle coming out currently. And Ogre is just going to go back home. And yeah, there is a bottle for Arteezy roaming out as well. So PGG does take over mid lane experience Ogre, but nice gank on Vigas early on. And they're trying to shut him down again.
Yeah, and look, it's not just about being able to trade in lane. I mean, look at that Ogre with the 7 armor now at level 2, 30% physical damage resistance, and that just it sets up those early aggressive plays, the tower dives. It's not just being able to zone out and trade with your offlaner. It just does so much for you in terms of being able to be aggressive around the map.
So.
Yeah,
Now,
he's gonna smoke up and try and create something bot here. And this is just what Fear does. He is an aggressive player of whatever role, and this is why I like to see players that can switch roles. I just think it brings this great mindset.
Yeah, but the problem is ganking up against the Viper is not going to be an easy task with level 2 corrosive skin, but at the same time, a try versus duel situation, Fear should be able to get this kill. He's actually maybe waiting in the jungle for PGG. He's not going to find him. They're going to head back to the lane. Stormhammer's about to go here from Universe. He's thinking about using it, not in range. Now it goes on Blow Your Brain. Fire Blast comes in, telekinesis. That'll push him back onto PvD, but there's the Fire Blast. Blow Your Brain is still tanky. He will be able to walk away and actually secure his support to get out, but Universe will grab the kill. And he picks up his treads as well. So
yeah, I mean, and that's clinical. I mean, the minute the Viper gets that far up in lane, it's just a free kill. And yeah, you're right. Fear had been hanging around in the jungle, maybe hoping to catch King R, but just too easy there. Oh, look at this.
I don't think King R saw him. King R is actually looking for Fear. That's a beautiful path eaten by Fear, but King R sees him now, and he will try to catch him out of position.
But look at this. However, look at how little damage the Rubik does. He can kill him 1v1.
Yeah, Fear is going to man up. There's telekinesis going to push him back, but actually King R is probably dead. I think King R just killed himself.
What?
Yeah, he did. I don't know about that. That was a bit questionable from King R, but a free kill going the way of Evil Geniuses. Fear getting involved. He's like, okay, thank you for the kill. I'm gonna go back home now and get some mail. Bye, guys. So,
dude, you're Rubik. I mean, I think you just kind of maybe got confused, thought he was a different hero. You just don't walk up to an ogre anymore. I mean, even Centaur would have to be a little careful doing that.
Yeah, I think that was just a misplay coming out. King R gets brought low, he gets downed, and another free kill for Evil Geniuses. They still have plenty of farm going away. The one issue is BGG's farming up the Storm, unsurprisingly on the Enigma. Now the question is, what can he make done with this? What can he get going with this for PGG? With the Soul Ring up, he'll get boots, he'll probably get towards the mech, I imagine. Top lane, they are going to rotate some heroes over, but so does EG. Fear comes in, Zai coming in, double edge might be used. They do have Stampede. Zai comes in, he's got Hookshot, and Cogs are going to go through, connecting. Tron can still Centaur Stampede up if he wants to. Hookshot is on King R. Meanwhile, he will get hooked up. Beautifully done by Zai, getting it going. Flair will grab the kill. Somehow he gets it done. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they will kill Lich coming out. PGG coming through using his Midnight Pulse and Malphite to grab the kill. So
yeah, that was really important for M5 to get some kind of a trade there to get them on the board in this match. I mean, really well executed sequence by Zai. You can see it's not just about stunning the Centaur out of his Stampede.
Here's that, I think. Telekinesis, he gets the Fire Blast up, and he will throw the Ignite as well. Getting blocked by Zai. Battery is still coming through. He does cog him out, but Zai taking a lot of the damage here. But look at this Battery is still coming in. Zai gets an easy kill. Frost Blast as well. And all of a sudden, it's getting away from MOSCOW5 yet again. And EG just having some more solid plays, whereas that's a level 1... That's a level 1 ultimate with 2 points in Witchcraft coming up from...
Yeah, a little bit suspect there. I was going to point that skill build out. I mean, look, I am not necessarily a fan of putting off the ulti to level 8 or level 9 because I think it provides a degree of safety in lane. If somebody dives you, you turn on that ulti and live. Yeah. But boy, oh boy, yeah, that's not the point with that hero where you want to go on the offensive. Zai trying to juke up here against Tron.
Yeah, I mean, he is in some trouble. The Cogs are going to go. He's going to get stomped in double edge. And that was a good try, Zai, but Tron does get the kill, which is much needed. Arteezy, meanwhile, bottom lane, going to town, does get the kill on the Viper. PGG getting chased down. Universe not going any further. He has no mana for a Stormhammer and decides to back away. So.
And they know Black Hole is up.
Yeah. The one thing is that they are going to be able to put pressure on these towers with Exorcism and with Eidolons. So that if they want to fight, they could try, or want to push, they could try, but... And we always talk about how you transition into the late game with an ogre. Hold that thought, PPD, Stampede, telekinesis down, and they don't go for the kill. TP rotation, it is coming from Zai, but they could have gotten that.
That was just a little bit bizarre. I'm not sure how to call that. I'm sure how to call that.
Well, Kinger gets caught out on the back end of it. He falls, and EG take another decisive lead here. Again, we talk a lot about how Fear is going to transition into the late game on an Ogre. He's had a good start, but you really needed to get, I think, your Arcanes into Ags, and then you're in a really good position, honestly. He does go for Tranquils, actually, so he doesn't really want the mana, apparently. Which is very interesting for me. I don't really know if that's a build that we see too often, but I think it's fine.
Remember the change a while back where the unrefined Fire Blast from your Ags is now a percentage of your current mana rather than a fixed amount. So Ogre can actually get away without like stacking mana items. He can still use both Fire Blast now. I'm not necessarily saying that Tranquils is the way to go, but I at least understand the thinking now.
My problem with that is though is that you're assuming you're getting Aghanim Scepter, which I mean, he probably could, but he's still very far away.
He'll probably go something like Blink first.
Yeah, I mean, that's the... You're going to have to rotate, I think, back home a lot. Meanwhile, Arteezy is a haste room. PGG might even just have to use his Black Hole to survive here. Or, yeah, there it is. His Static Link is still going. Arteezy actually in trouble. They can stop him. Telekinesis, he stole a lot of damage. It's not going to matter. Ignite and Fire Blast coming through. M5, that's a huge kill that they needed, and Arteezy getting a bit overconfident. You know?
Yeah, way overconfident, knowing that that's, you know, people talk about the threat of the black hole sometimes being more significant than the black hole itself. And I mean, Enigma only casts black hole a little over 4 times on average in a pro match. But I mean, that's why the threat of the black hole is so significant that you misposition yourself a little bit and it's a kill.
Hook shot in onto Blow Your Brain, and he's had one rough game currently. He's not dead yet. There's coming out Stormhammer, that'll kill him. And now they're diving. They're looking for King R. He's going to go into the trees, and Universe is going to cut off his path. The pincer move comes out. King R, he's blocked in. You can't go anywhere, buddy, unfortunately. And King R looks like he may fall. He's juking quite effectively, however, wasting a lot of time for Evil Geniuses. But he does go down in the end. And another 2 kills going the way of EG. So...
And I just want to highlight, Zai is just playing so magnificently with this game. I mean, people talk about, all right, so we will have an engagement here mid. I'll hold that in for a second.
Since our Stampedes and he's fine. Anyways, continue.
You know, people talk about a hook shot being a skill shot. It obviously is, but, you know, all hook shots are not created equal. When you talk about hook shots and hooks, I mean, the angle at which you approach engagements and the way that you use your other skills, particularly cogs, to zone the enemy heroes, those can make the angles on your hook shots a lot easier or harder. And Zai has just been approaching these fights very, very well to open up those angles for himself. I mean, the individual hook shots have looked easy, but that's because he's set them up incredibly well.
Yeah. It just seems like he's really got a good understanding of the hero. Exactly. But at the same time, MOSCOW5, they do have PGG on the Enigma. This is his hero. He's getting a mech, and we'll see if he can get some big black holes and even some early pushing, which I think is more important. And I talked last time I casted with...
Oh, look at this. Death Prophet's dead. I mean, Blade Mail at 11 minutes and a level 10 clockwork is just... Thanks for playing, Death Prophet. Like, there's really nothing you can do on that hero. Early Blade Mail just screws her over so badly.
Especially when you go for the early point and exorcism, which we talked about, but...
Right.
That's not going to be their way back in the game, at least not until she hits level 11 and level 12. But I think when you're relying on a black hole to try to win the game, though, that's also the issue. And 1437 talked about that a bit when I casted with him. It's just that you never want to have to rely on a black hole to win you the game. So I think pushing and putting Midnight Pulses on the ground and fighting with that is more important than anything else in the game currently.
No, that's exactly right, and that's part of why it's part of why you don't see Enigmas rush that Blink Dagger nearly as often as you used to 6 months or so ago. I mean, Enigma is much more of a zoning hero now, which is fine. But again, EG, you know, they're gonna, by the time this Enigma, even if he does go for a BKB, oh boy, Tron maybe in some trouble here. He's got the Stampede if he needs it.
No, he is not going to use... Yeah, Universe does pop his God Strike. There's no point in re-engaging on the back end of that. Black Hole's still not ready yet for another 3 seconds. Meanwhile, Universe chasing after King R, but there's the Telekinesis and the Stampede, but he's so fast with the Haste Rune, War Cry. God Strength still up for another second or two. They're looking for a fight. They might find it. Here comes Spear. Big Stormhammer, big Fire Blast. PGG does pop the Black Hole. What can they get on the back end of this? Couple of Crypt Swarms. Blink Stop, maybe. No. Silence comes in. PGG getting chased down still. Blow Your Brain comes in, but here comes Arteezy. Arteezy comes in with the Plasma Field, gets 1 kill. Universe gets the other. 3 now down. Blow Your Brain getting chased as well. Hook shot in long range from Zai. Gets it done again. Viper Strike, Chain Frost, Stormhammer, double kill for Universe. EG now back in the lead, wide margin, and they're chasing after the Death Prophet. Vigos in some trouble. PPD walks into a Crypt Swarm though, and he just gets obliterated. It's like he got clotheslined, and Vigos will TP away afterwards. So.
Yeah, I mean, they get something out of that at the very end for M5. I mean, you know, Vigos not having a bad game on his Death Prophet, even though the laning phase just went disastrously horrible for him. But yeah, it's really looking bleak here for M5.
Yeah, absolutely. So, MOSCOW5 are. The thing is that there's only one tower gone from them, but the problem for me is that they really don't.
But that's not the metric anymore.
They don't win late game, I don't think, in this situation. Even with Death Prophet, I'm not sure. Arteezy's going to get an Aghanim Scepter, and Universe is going to get whatever he wants to get. He has a Blink already, and he has the Morbid Mask as well. So.
I mean, the big thing for me is to ask the question: how are M5 going to reestablish map control? Right? Because it just feels like EG are going to be able to control so much of the map so easily.
Stampede coming through top lane. Ron getting caught out, he'll fall. Meanwhile, PGG getting hookshotted on. Zai going to work. They jump in. They grab the kill. Universe blinks right into the cogs and gets it done.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so well equipped to win these 2v2 and 3v3 engagements, as well as the big 5v5 fights right now, that it's very, very hard to position your heroes around the map as M5 in positions where they're just not extremely vulnerable.
And they're just getting caught out too much, and Enigma's, they're not really pressuring the towers. They did get 2 tier 1, which is, I think, a good position for them. Zai is sitting, however, getting some farm top lane. Mid lane, they're just sitting around. They're ready to maybe push or think about fighting elsewhere. Bottom lane is Arteezy TPing away. His Ags is pretty much done yet again. This time not as early as it was last game, but...
still, and Fear is going to go ahead and try and build into the Ags, well, assuming he's not just going to go totally crazy and go for the Bloodstone. But Tranquils into Ags is not bad. I don't know that I would go for it in as many games as I would Arcanes, but I understand the thinking. And I mean, they have a gargantuan lead here. They can basically take Roche for free if they want it, but I'm not sure they even need it.
At this point, it's just another objective for them to take. If they can't take towers, they might as well take Roche out and get any split. They don't need to, like you talked about. And for MOSCOW5, suddenly not even, the Death Prophet is up at the top. And she's sitting, third behind all of the cores of Evil Geniuses. And she's trying to get that Yule Scepter, and she's just having a rough game. Universe manning up on PGG. God Strength going in. PGG will back away and stay alive, but...
Yeah, and that's a big deal, because a kill on the Enigma there and the Black Hole is out of play at least for a little while. They will have the Enigma alive with Black Hole to defend what I think is going to be a big push here by EG.
Yeah, the tier 1 tower getting assaulted. Arteezy has Ags, and he just pops it for our tier 1 tower that he doesn't even really need to use it for. But it's going to fall nonetheless. Meanwhile, Hook in coming up, Blow Your Brain, getting caught out. Cogs are ready to go. They do steal a spell. I'm not sure what. Looks like it was Ice Armor. It's not really what she wants. Kingar getting blown up. He'll fall. PGG cancel the Black Hole. It got his... Oh my god, the battery assault. Making sure it gets off only for half a second coming out from Zai. And they're looking for more on the back end, but they really can't find anything. Everyone has went back to the base here from MOSCOW5. And now they're going to pressure up into the tier 2 tower here as well.
Yeah, the old signature move coming out there, unfortunately, in the fight. And again, you see, I mean, EG have the kind of lineup and they have the kind of items and lead at this point where they're not afraid to force engagements 2v3, 3v4.
And they're going to try to find Tron up here in the top lane. They won't be able to secure the kill. Universe pops the Mask of Madness. No way they get that. He could have blinked in, but he actually blinked to get up towards that top jungle. And now EG take over the bottom jungle as well. They're just farming the entire map here. Clockwork picks up a Vitality Booster. Who knows what Zai will turn that into. Maybe just a casual one. Blow Your Brain is desperately trying to get to an Aghanim Scepter. He doesn't need to build a mech, but not his best game either. 4 deaths to his name. And I really wanted to see how he could play this Viper, and it's just not going well for him in the end. So.
Yeah. I mean, again, at the end of the day, we talked about the draft from M5 being very much geared toward the laning phase in this game, and unfortunately, when you lose the laning phase with this kind of a draft, you're seeing what happens. I mean, the Viper, again, not doing badly, but just succumbing to the incredible pressure that EG is putting on everyone on the map. Like, another hook by Zai. This guy is out of his mind right now.
Zai will grab yet another kill. Arteezy actually picks it up. They're looking for more on the back end. They want PGG, but he's just going to run away. And now they can put pressure mid, they can put pressure top and try to get that tier 1 tower, which they've yet to grab. And for Evil Geniuses, it almost feels like it's just take fights, take down towers, take fights, take down towers, take objectives. That's what they're doing, you know, ad nauseum. So.
And that's kind of how you have to play now in 6.82. I mean, 6.82 favors a much more methodical pushing approach. You don't death ball and go right in down one of the lanes early on and try for a T3. You kind of apply pressure methodically around the map, and that's what EG has been so good at doing here. And boy, Blow might be in trouble yet again.
Viper Strike is going to stop Arteezy from chasing after him. Centaur Stampede uses well. Blow Your Brain turning around, right-click him once. Plasma Field only gets the tail end of Blow Your Brain. And Arteezy has to back away. Great Viper Strike coming out. And, well, Arteezy still has 2,000 gold to bank, though, so his next item should be done soon. Blinking Universe going on to, well, that poor Vegas is done. Hookshot into the PGG. He has Black Hole. He can't even use it. He gets owned. My God. EG take 2 more fights. Meanwhile, bottom Stampede not available. King R getting caught out. Ignite again coming up from Fear. Fire Blast is there as well. They will pop it. King R getting right-click down. Frost Blasted. They will grab the kill. Killing spree for PPD. Now chasing after them is Blow Your Brain. He's got his poison attack ready to go. I don't think he can get either of these kills. In fact, he's going to back away despite not having anybody here. So Blow Your Brain just trying to do what he can. And
guys,
guys,
Frost Armor is really good. Like, we talked about Warcry during the draft, which I feel like is a super underrated ability, but Frost Armor probably even more so. I mean, you just saw, like, Arteezy was at about 20% HP, and Tron Centaur TP'd in and thought he had an easy kill there. He double-edged stomp combos. Arteezy is 1 hit away from going down, and the poor Centaur looked like he was in slow motion, trying to land that last overhand smash to end Arteezy's life, and that's just, it's because of the Frost Armor.
All right, Arteezy, you're 19 minutes and you have an Aghanim Scepter and Treads. What are you going to build next? I think we're going to go for a Midas, everybody.
Oh, why not?
I mean, okay. I mean, he's made some bad item decisions before. I don't know if that's one of them, but...
Well, I mean, again, as we mentioned in the last match, you know, you're 14k gold up at the 20-minute mark. It's, I mean, the players are having a bit of fun at this point. It's tough to judge.
Yeah, that's true. Bloodlust getting used on Arteezy, that makes him even more scary to deal with. Mid lane, fine. Looks like there's going to be an M5 ball up coming here, and this is got to be, if they lose this engagement, if they decide to go for it, I don't know if they can take this game. They're already so far behind. 14,000 net worth, experience-wise 15,000. So, and it looks like Zai might just try to force this fight on his own. Walks in, clears up. Universe Stormhammer coming in. Hookshot might go. Blade Mail, stomp up. That is not going to help. The Universe getting blown up. However, the Mask of Madness was turned up with the Chain Frost coming in. They blow up a couple heroes, and Chain Frost still bouncing. King R and Vigos chasing after Zai, but he has actually got some help coming in. Maybe no, they're backing away from the Exorcism. And Zai getting caught out. There's the Blade Mail coming through. Battery Assault coming. Stormhammer was stolen. They will grab the kill. Zai getting caught out. Big pickup there. They lose 3 heroes, but at the very least they get some gold going their way. All the while, though, Arteezy is putting some pressure on this bottom tower. Looking for the tier 2. He has Side of Storm going, and it looks like he will take it. They have a blitz, however, and they will pop it, so.
Yeah, and M5 definitely, you know, the new bounties aren't necessarily game-defining as they were in the original 6.82, but they're enough that M5 came out on the winning end of that engagement. But again, this is the kind of lead for EG where, you know, you want to get back in this game. It's not enough to get those kinds of trades. I mean, those bounties can make a difference, but not in a match like this.
You need like 5, 6, 7 more of those.
Yeah, exactly.
And you try to trade without losing 3 heroes next time, but for M5, I mean, you have Tron. He's going towards that 4-staff. If you can get that mobility item, they'd maybe survive a bit longer. My problem is that Vigas has really no items other than a 4-staff. And Zai decides to go for a Bloodstone because why the hell not? You know?
Yeah, actually, when you have a big lead like this, Bloodstone is really, really good.
True.
Right? The active Suicide as a way to just, especially on an initiator like Clockwork, who is going to be in the middle of everything, doing damage with that Blade Mail, it's a good way to prevent feeding away a lot of gold.
God. Tron gets caught up by another hook shot. Zai going to work with Battery Assault. Jump in. Universe says, I will secure this kill, friends. Do not worry. And he takes it.
That is an unhappy horseman.
He really just gets caught again, and Tron with the 4-step might have been able to live there. But they are catching Arteezy in the mid lane. He does get the Frost Armor. It will bring him back out, but he's very low, taking a lot of damage from Corrosive Skin. The poison attack does bring him down. And,
yeah.
Oh, God strength again for Universe. Time to man up,
Wow.
boys. Zai has no hookshot for another 20 seconds. This is the problem without going for an Ag Interceptor. Here we go, though. PGG, he does have Black Hole, but I don't think he can get it off. Universe is going to bring him down. Malphite is going to go. PGG goes down. Fear chasing after Blow Your Brain. He's going to be up to the high ground. Universe still going. The right click going to come through. 4-step forward from Zai. Fire Blast going. Blow Your Brain about to fall. Flare, they can't find him. He jukes him away. Hook shot in. Zai gets the kill. Double kill for Universe, actually. And Zai commits suicide. What?
Celebratory suicide.
I don't know what happened there.
That's a thing.
Well, okay. I guess.
Yeah. I'm
He was at full health,
struggling
right?
here, my friend.
He was at full health, wasn't he? Or at least doing well. I mean, he had no way of dying.
By the way, Universe just has a casual Daedalus because
Nice.
yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, Arteezy with his 20-minute Midas is gonna go ahead and build into a refresher orb, which he's probably gonna have by 26, 27 minutes, and that's gonna be insane. Those of you with problems with seizures, please don't watch the screen too closely, because
Yeah,
that
zap.
double Razor ulti is a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it's an item choice that before Razor was picked a lot, and that was the item of choice for a long period of time. It's straight into actual pressure, but you kind of saw not really that as much recently. However, PPD is going to get caught out. Poison attack, there's the Fire Blast. Fear getting Viper Struck as well. Here comes Universe. He's flying in. Universe throws up the Stormhammer. The right click coming out. Meanwhile, Exorcism going. Fear getting low and also chasing down Universe as well. But Zai jumps in with the hookshot, grabs two. And there's the force out. They will grab the kill. The Death Drop before her ultimate can do really any damage. Universe goes down as well. The Tron jump back in. Static Link. And Zai getting yet another kill. 2-for-2 exchange. I believe there was a buyback. I'm not sure from who. Looks like it was from PPD as well as PGG. So they're both going to go down, it looks like. No. And PGG will back away, and Arteezy can go back on the tower here in just a moment if he wants to. Eye of the Storm is down, however, and he is building towards the refresher like you talked about, which is still kind of a ways away.
Yeah, I mean, Universe has basically been a PGG-seeking missile in these fights. He has made it his mission to just blink in and end PGG's existence before that black hole can come into play. In the process, though, he has been dying.
Speaking of dying, Tron actually does force out,
he
so
gets
I
out.
might not be able to get this kill. TP to the top lane for Arteezy. He's not going to help out. Blink away. Flare just off the mark there. Would have been able to cancel the Blink Dagger. Hookshot not available. There's no Aghanim Scepter for Clockwork. He might build that next. Centaur Stampede, so Tron can try to get out. And he's going to blink. Oh, he's going on PPD. What a play. Tron in some trouble or getting some trouble going. PPD does pop the Chain Frost.
Oh,
a 1-for-1
blade mail.
exchange. And he has no buyback either. Wow. And now,
I think PPD just killed himself.
well, PGG, Blow Your Brain, they're all chasing down Arteezy. Here comes Zai. Blinks in, throws the cogs out. He just bought a Blink Dagger as well. Pushes them all back. Here comes Universe, Blink, Stormhammer. PGG gets blown up. One hit, Stormhammer stolen, doesn't matter. Blow Your Brain, hook shot in. He's gonna fall. Now they're chasing down poor Vigos here. He actually might live. There's no Blink Dagger for Fear. And the force away too fast. Vigos is just gonna walk out. Meanwhile, King R getting brought low. The Stormhammer exchange coming out from Universe and King R. He forces to the other side of the alcove, the chasm, if you will, and Zai can't get the kill.
Yeah, definitely those two Sages masks that made the difference for Vigos in that fight. But yeah, EG exerting their dominance here. I mean, what more is there to say really than Zai buying the nice little Blink Dagger there? Oh,
What is his pause?
that's a little unusual. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously there's a DC, but
Brankersy. Yeah,
Right.
that's all I gotta say about that. And then obviously, Fear, Arteezy,
Yeah.
throwing up the rage faces from the new emoticon pack, which is in the Dota store, by the way. This gives us a good opportunity to sell out, so I'm
Wow.
gonna do so. Guys, $10 for the Dota Pay ticket. If you've been enjoying the tournament thus far, we've had some fantastic games, some of the best games in series I've seen in some time. Go ahead and check out the ticket in the Dota store. $10 comes with the Blackpool Sorcerer set, a Lich set that's beautiful. Highly recommend it. And yeah, we do have a reconnection coming back in, so that gave me just enough time to sell out.
nice.
Excellent.
Hey, you know what? Without sponsors, without this kind of stuff, we don't get to bring these games to you guys. So
It's true. We want
that's just
people
the
to see
reality of the
these top tier
situation, my
teams.
friends.
Yeah, top tier teams, but you know, we'll see how it goes as we're in the middle of the game. Looks like we will unpause. Fear's gonna run right on top of Vigos. He's gonna try to TP away. Exorcism actually just gets popped, and Fear TPs away smartly. He says, "Okay, I'm done here. Goodbye."
And then Exorcism down now for 135 seconds.
Yeah, this is yeah, an M5. They just can't get anything going right now. 15,000 network disadvantage. Experience-wise, about the same. Stamped's gonna go, and just as that happens, you see the blink coming away. Zai pops the cogs as well. Now Tron trying to force through, but can't actually make it. Just anytime they try to get a kill, it just somehow goes awry for M5. It just feels like they can't get much done. And I gotta give them credit, they're really sticking in this game, but they're so far behind now that in one big fight, probably an EG will take the high ground here, if not the game altogether. And it's just really solid play from Evil Geniuses this time around.
Yeah, and that's, to me, EG is not playing with a lineup that is built to get an early lead and get 5-man death ball. EG is playing with a lineup that's more than happy to take these kinds of skirmishes around the map. They're not afraid of fighting at this point.
Well, meanwhile, hook shot in. King Art forcing away. He's dead, actually. He's just dead. Meanwhile, top lane, PGG and Blow Your Brain looking for, well, they're trying to find something here. Arteezy backs away smartly. Double damage for Universe. He'll bottle that up. Because if you needed more damage on Universe already, that's actually just ridiculous. And PGG makes the smart play and TP's out.
Zai and Universe are just having crazy good games right now. I mean, you expect to see Arteezy up there in the net worth on his Razor, but yeah, the amount of space that Zai and Universe have created everywhere around the map is just crazy.
Well, this is a bit rough for M5, to say the very least. To put it mildly, PGG getting caught out yet again. Fire Blast, unrefined Fire Blast, mech coming in, Stormhammer, lock him down and kill him, and they do so. And Universe now grabs the kill. Zai misses a hook shot, Blow Your Brain getting away. It looks like Viper Strike. Universe has Stormhammer, I think, in 1 second. He does. They will not chase. Coming around the backside, Tron is here with Vigos. They might jump in and try to take this fight. Arteezy's nowhere near the engagement. So something to keep in mind, but they are chasing in. Zai blinks forward, looking for Blow Your Brain, can't find it. Zai getting caught out, they will grab another kill on Vigos. That's Sven getting it. Tron getting unrefined Fire Blasted. Chain Frost is gonna go. Tron blinks up or forces up to the high ground. There's the cogs to stop it. Beautifully done from Zai. Unbelievable. They blink up with the Universe. They wanted to kill him, they got it. All the meanwhile, Arteezy is pushing into the lane, and he gets his refresher done as well. They only have one tier 2 tower left to take. That's in the top lane, and I don't even know if they need to do that. They can just keep fighting and try to pressure the base and get into the high ground here.
Yeah, and this was such a huge. Notice that Fear can just spam this unrefined Fire Blast every time it's off cooldown because of the mana cost change. Right? He's got 39, 40 mana. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Zai, look out, buddy. Telekinesis, King R, Blow Your Brain, Viper Strike, Zai in some trouble. He's going to try to get out. Nice hook coming through. He doesn't have his Aghanim Scepter. He's getting close to it, but he will make it away. Plasma Field sieging up to the high ground. PGG, Blow Your Brain, pop the mech, just to keep themselves alive. Again, they have the Aghanims coming out. Blow Your Brain gets Fire Blasted. Black Hole coming in. Now PGG with a big one. However, Universe comes in and stops it immediately with the Stormhammer. Arteezy refreshes, and he does get the second one off, but they aren't taking the tower. Kind of a waste of the second Eye of the Storm. Maybe now they're going to do some damage. Absolutely. Look at it. Zap, zap. It's going through. Force away. King R going to try to get out of this fight. Blink. Stormhammer. King R forced away yet again. The kiting is real. Universe getting stopped up. He's actually in trouble. He'll fall. Fear diving too far. Arteezy goes to town on the tier 3 tower, but that's all they get. And Fear gets blown up again. Buyback now coming out. I believe. No, I heard the sound for whatever reason, but I guess I didn't, so.
And look at Rubik has unrefined Fire. Oh, wow. Look at this mechanic, by the way. Look at the mana cost on unrefined Fire Blast on Rubik. So he
47.
can steal it even without an Aghanim Scepter, and it's still percentage based on him, too.
Interesting.
I was wondering how this worked.
Well, a mechanic that I'm not sure if it's supposed to work that way, but I think it's certainly interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it is an active. It should be able to be stolen. I wasn't sure because I was going to comment Zai chasing Vigos down here, and with 30 seconds left on the cooldown on his hook, I'm not sure he's going to get him.
Yeah, he actually has no. He can't use his cogs with his silence. Unfortunately, he could have maybe cogged or battle resulted, but no, he didn't have any luck there. And he's actually 2 components away from getting his Aghanim Scepter, and then I think Zai becomes even more of a beast than he already is. He's tanky enough that he'll just survive throughout the fights, and He's been playing well enough that he can just hook shot pretty much any hero, and it feels like he can do it from all over the map.
Yeah.
So the problem for me is right now, this is Enigma, just like you talked about earlier on in the game, is that Universe is just
What in the
blowing him up.
world? Vigos is building Refresher.
Yeah, that's,
Because
he wants to be able to push. This is not super surprising for me. When you're this far behind, you want to have extra system not only for a fight, but for the pushing as well. But more so, it's just for the fight. They probably won't be able to win with one extra system. They need to win with two. And I'm not even joking. This is something that actually I think is really necessary for Vegas at this point. That's one of the only items that might get you back in this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I no way. I mean, if you're not going to live through one exorcism, much less two, in my mind. But if you can make it work, obviously.
No, King are barely getting out from Arteezy. They will grab the kill on PGG yet again. He has how many deaths to his name? 11. Most in the game, unfortunately, and they're really doing a good job shutting down PGG's Enigma. One of his heroes that you got to be worried of. But the black holes haven't been there. The PGG holes are unfortunately not really paying off this game. Evil Genius is taking a tier 3 tower. Spell was stolen. He gets rid of Unrefined Fire Blast, realizing he would have no mana. Meanwhile, Zai jumps in, force blink, hook shot. King are getting caught out. Zai will grab this kill. It looks like no, he can't get up to the high ground. There's the Ghost Scepter. Zai does, however, purchase up his Aghanim Scepter. Unfortunately, that was after he used the first hook shot. So
barracks are under attack.
I'll have to wait another 24 seconds here, but they will take the... Oh, there it is!
Okay.
Universe, come on, man! Oh my god.
Did you really expect any differently?
I was like, who on M5 farmed a rapier?
No.
It's Universe.
I mean, you really see here, the thing about the Refresher is that Vigos doesn't even have 1200 HP. And, I mean, he's going to die in how many swings from Universe?
Maybe. They're going to try to fight Arteezy, who is ulting right now, and he's going to fall. There's the God Strength coming in. Here we go. Universe going to man up. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits. PGG's done. Double kill. Now he's going to pop the God Strength. There's the Ghost Scepter coming out from King R, staying alive. And he just goes back to the tower. Meanwhile, Fire Blast coming in. Chain Frost as well. PGG. Will they dive the well? Blink in, 1 hit, 2 hit. PGG's done. Triple kill for Universe. GG finally called the Rapier. No, stays alive. Double Edge Rapier's on the deck. Fear picks it up. However, it's muted.
As it should be.
And
GG Ogre Magi finishes the game with the Divine Rapier. It could not have played out any other way.
I wonder if there's a stat line with how many times Divine Rapier's been finished with Ogre Magi.
Oh, they leave it on the ground.
Zero. No, come on, you screwed the stats
That's
up.
Hilarious.
He screwed the stats up.
Oh, it's okay.
But great series from Evil Geniuses. Unfortunately, M5, they have a bit of a rough day here. They get off to a really bad start. They're down 0-4 in the Dota Pit League Season 2, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Nahaz, any closing thoughts before we head out of here?
Yeah, and EG just flexing their muscles in this series, showing why a lot of people have them as favorites in